Tell me timeline. Where the stuff has come from the past to current. Back in 221 BC, unification of China, King Yingzeng of the Qin state completes his conquest of the final rival state, Kai. He unites the realm, claims the mandate of heaven, and declares himself Qin Shi Huang, first emperor of China. He establishes the capital at Xianyang. On 220 BC, total centralization abolished the ancient feudal system. The empire is divided into 36 military commanderies, ruled by government-appointed officials. 220 BC, Grand Imperial Standardization. Under Chancellor Li Sai, the empire enforces sweeping standardizations to unify everyday life, including a single, simplified writing script, small seal script, uniform bronze currency, Van Liang coins, standardized weights, measures, and chariot axle widths to facilitate national trade and transit. On 215 BC, northern campaigns, Qin Shi Huang dispatches General Meng Taiyan with a 300,000-strong army to drive out the nomadic Xiongnu tribes in the north. 214 BC, the First Great Wall. To secure the northern frontier, the emperor orders the connection and fortification of pre-existing regional border walls, forming the precursor to the Great Wall of China. The Linghu Canal. Construction finishes on the Linghu Canal in southern China. It connects the Xiang and Li rivers, allowing military supply transport between northern and southern China. On 213 BC, burning of books. Enforcing strict legalist doctrine, Qin Shi Huang decrees the destruction of historical archives from defeated states, as well as philosophical texts, especially Confucian writings. Only practical manuals on agriculture, medicine, and divination are spared. On 212 BC, varying of scholars, growing increasingly paranoid of dissent and criticism, the emperor allegedly orders 460 Confucian scholars to be buried alive in the capital. Concurrently, massive forced labor expands work on his grand mausoleum and the underground terracotta army. On 210 BC, death of the first emperor. While touring eastern China in search of a mythical elixir of immortality, Qin Shi Huang dies. The Sandan conspiracy. Fearing a loss of power, Chancellor Li Sai and the powerful chief eunuch Zhao Gao conceal the emperor's death. They forge a decree forcing the rightful heir, Crown Prince Fuzhou, and General Meng Taiyan to commit suicide. The weak, younger Prince Yu He is installed as Qin Shi, second emperor. On 209 BC, Zhek Shengyu prison. Faced with execution for being late due to severe flooding, conscripted officers Chen Sheng and Wu Guang lead the first major peasant revolt against the harsh Qin legal codes. Rebellion rapidly spreads across China. On 208 BC, court betrayals. Paranoia grips the capital. Eunuch Zhao Gao manipulates Qin Shi into executing Chancellor Li Sai. Rebel generals Liu Bang and Xiang Yu gain massive military momentum in the provinces. On October 207 BC, Battle of Julu, the insurgent Chu forces, led by Xiang Yu, decisively crush the main Qin army, permanently breaking the military spine of the empire. On 207 BC, winter, fall of the second emperor, Zhao Gao forces Qin Shi to commit suicide. Yu He's nephew, Ziying, is placed on the throne but relinquishes the title of emperor, choosing to rule merely as the king of Qin. Ziying immediately assassinates the treacherous Zhao Gao. And on 206 BC, the end of Qin, rebel general Liu Bang captures the capital city of Xianyang. King Ziying surrenders, officially ending the Qin dynasty. Xiang Yu arrives shortly after, executes Ziying, and burns the imperial palace to the ground. See you in the World Part 7 timeline that I had to go through.